So the moment after you create, when everything gets quiet, it's not empty. It's the release. You're releasing that energy. And by the way, you're releasing that energy in such a positive way where before it would have been an explosion, and then you would have that entire complete weight of fear, guilt, shame, all of those things because you exploded. You know you didn't handle it properly, and you would just beat yourself up, and everyone else would be upset with you, and you'd have all that cycle and all that weight weighing you down. But because you did it differently and you created something beautiful instead, you not only had all that extra energy, now you don't have, there's a cycle that usually happens. And that space of peace is empty because you didn't have to do that cycle. So you actually have that time to rest, to feel for yourself, to give yourself self-care, to learn about yourself, to celebrate yourself. You didn't spiral. You didn't have to spiral because you did something different. You made all that space would have been all of that space that you had to carry from that fear, shame, guilt, that whole cycle, right? And that's heavy and that's a lot. So when you don't do that, imagine how much free extra space you have. Now you're creating more things. You have more ideas. Now you're not worried about this. It takes a few times to get there because that uncomfortable, the reason it's uncomfortable is because you're used to that weight of the spiral. You're used to that heaviness that doesn't come anymore because you've done something different, which is amazing. But instead of celebrating ourselves, we start questioning it. Like, what's going on? What happened? How do I move through this? Well, move through it any way you want to, as long as it's not self-sabotage, as long as it's not going into something that's going to defeat you. Celebrate yourself. Go for a walk, pick a treat, hang out with your kiddo, like, get yourself flowers, write yourself a poem, watch some show that you don't usually want to watch, but it's like a guilty pleasure, and be like, I'm not doing anything in this moment. I'm going to celebrate what I did. Because you have that extra energy. You can continue creating until burnout, or you can take that space of peace and literally sit with it and just feel it and allow yourself to enjoy it. Celebrate yourself. When we stop doing that, we forget to do that. Then when it's time to celebrate ourselves, we don't even know how to do it. What am I supposed to do? Right? Pat your own back. Who cares? Give yourself a high five. Have a laugh. Do something funny that just says like, hey, good job. I see you. You did that. It's going to change everything in how you show up and how you apply these things to your life. So after you move the energy, after you create, it's the natural calm. And it's good. You need to have it. It's beautiful. It's your system telling you, don't rush. Don't rush. Let it go. Sit in it and just learn how to enjoy that feeling. Celebrating yourself, being happy and comfortable in your own skin, loving yourself, being proud of yourself. When people are like, don't do this, don't do that, we don't worry about them. It's not our problem. We're allowed to be proud of ourselves. Not too proud that we're not going to learn or we don't hear or we're better than somebody, but proud and like, I did something different. I actually accomplished that and I feel good about myself. There's never going to be anything wrong with that. And I think we need to do that more. And don't ever let somebody tell you that you shouldn't do that or make you feel bad. Because when you put that much work into yourself, just like you would put that same work into your kid, would you tell your kid to do something and then when they do it, treat them like crap? No. Of course you're going to celebrate them. Thank you for your insight. Very